Well, friends, feel the rhythm, feel the ride, get on up. It's mini life time. Let me put it this way. A woman prefer to have a man for 2 seconds who has a lot of money and clout and status than a man who is just an average earner and wants to take care of them for a lifetime. Mark that. Let's go.
So now you got different rules just because this is your cousin? But she
Mm.
feels so bad. Like I do want a man with good character, but I don't want to be with anybody that's struggling with all the stuff that I have going on.
Somebody struggling with the stuff that she got going on. So hold on. Any man at all you get is going to actually struggle with anything at all you got going on because the truth is that you've got a lot going on. To be very, very real and honest and fair to you, right? You really have a lot going on, whether you like it or not. Any man that comes around Shayla is going to have to be a stepfather. So what she's talking about, I don't know what she's talking about. And any high value man that comes here don't necessarily want a woman with any baby. But hey, so she said,
I mean, how do you expect to go down from where you were before, though? I don't like you were at a certain level with your baby dad. How could you? You need to go to her old rules
Right.
and follow those rules because what she's talking about now doesn't make any sense to me.
She just made me feel so bad. Like I'm not a good person and that I only care about financial gain. And I'm like, no,
And what's
that's
wrong
not
with
it.
that?
well, what's wrong with that is the mere fact that women overlook certain things. Rico DIY, thank you very much for the correction. No, not all women are like this, and we're sure that not all women are like this, where they're into this kind of gold digging era. What has actually, I think that the populace has actually changed because this is exactly where a lot of modern women are resting themselves these days. Life has changed. Women before wanted to be in relationships and they wanted to be, a part of something and they wanted to grow a family. These new girls are not interested in that. They're not. You have more Shaylas and Delicias out there than anything else. Yep, that's just really and true what it is.
But what's wrong with that? Seriously, did you hear what you said? This is when you have one life to live. You're beautiful. You're smart. Why not aim for the stars and anything in life, including your man? Why would you want to get someone less than where you've already been?
But do you think
Hold on, hold on. Thank you very much, Angela Atkinson. Now you realize that Delicia is a gold digger as well because birds of a feather flock together. Listen, for you to be Shayla's friend, right? For you to be Shayla's friend, you have to be as despicable as Shayla to sit around and be her friend. Like, I know that, okay, how you know that Rico DIY that you're correct in what you're saying is that not all women share the sentiment that Shayla has. That's exactly how you know. But yeah, that's just really and truly what it is. Only these younger women nowadays do not want to work. They want to, yes. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. My opening line is bringing this sentiment out, Angela Atkinson. They're not interested in working. They're not. They don't want to work. Their idea is, hey, I want to get it by just a guy coming in and doing whatever it is. That's what it is. Nothing else.
I will be able to find a man who has as much money as Anthony does and who's going to treat me right? Like, do you believe in both?
Oh, Anthony's the only rich man in the world? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm not saying
Girl, if
that.
you got one, trust me, you can get another one. I promise you. It's so many of them out here. And they
Yeah.
like your type, everything, your whole aesthetic. That's what they go for.
But she's only going to get them for a period of time because, again, men are just not going to get up and a man with a lot of money is not going to just get up and say, I want to father Shayla's children. They're not. They're not going to want to do that. You understand where I'm coming from? Because why? Why should they do that? That's the question. Why should they have to be around this particular child and father this particular child? They're just not. It won't. Delia says it's amazing how Shayla got so much money from Arby and Anthony, and yet she don't have anything. Yes, yes, Delia. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And it's one of those things that baffle me and marvel me. You understand? And it's not just women, because they have men too that make a lot of money. Like just like how Mike makes a lot of money and D makes a lot of money and they have no assets. Them have nothing for sure for all of these things. They have nothing to show for all of these things. And so it is. But yes, in regard to Shayla, it is sad that they make all this amount of money from these men and the money goes nowhere. That is the sad piece of everything else in itself.
Obviously, you brought that man peace.
I tried to.
And that's what all of them want. Of that caliber, that's what they
They
want.
only want peace.
They want the beautiful face. They want the peace. They want everything that you offered, Anthony. Why can't
That's right. They want peace. What peace? They want a piece of pum pum. Let me ask a question. Do men with money just want a piece of pum pum? One for yes. This is the piece them want. One for yes and two for no. Any smart man who is wise and have some money knows that women like Shayla and Delicia come a dime a dozen. They're not interested in women like this because they know that they're already gold diggers. So yes, they want a piece. Yes. Yes, them really and truly want peace. The piece of them want is a piece of pum pum. Them want to be able to lay down a piece of pum pum to the side. So when them can go, them need something. Them go over there and them get a piece of pum pum and them come back. That's really and truly what them want. They did. That's really what it is.
You give that to another one.
So I'm not shallow.
Girl, no, you're being real.
And I'm not wrong for not wanting a man. Not saying that he's
Wrong for
struggling.
wanting
I don't
more
know.
out of life? No.
You have a point there. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
I need somebody to speak life into me,
Girl, let me give you all the energy you need. You got to get another rich man, my love.
Oh, man, I know, because I got to get up out these apartments.
Girl, yes, you have to get me out of here too, girl.
Really?
Remember, no, they haven't paid for this apartment. Shayla pays no rent at all, and look how she's behaving, as though as though she's made a lot of money. Excuse me, as if she make this whole pile of money, and it's her money that's spending on all of these things. Yes, she didn't buy our baby a bed with the money that she got. I'm glad you're realizing what I'm saying. When I say Shayla is a bad mother, that's what I'm talking about. She does nothing for Kai. You call Anthony to do it, and when you're done, you say Anthony is a terrible father, and you barely even want to give him the time of day to go spend with him child. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Angela Atkinson, me glad you're realizing, yes, the sad thing about that there are many Shaylas and Delicias in the world. Me tell you, Shayla have more fans than you think. Shayla have more fans than you actually think. Way more fans than you think because you have women who identify with Shayla and Delicia. That's what them about. Them about seeing if you can find a man, get some money from the man, and that's about it. You understand? It's a sad thing as to what's going on. Shayla is being a real shallow. Well, hey, I call it shallow, but that's what them behave, No strings attached. No strings attached. Boy, that's how it go. That's what they want these days. That's what I'm looking at. The Shaylas are in the world. She told Anthony that he was not supporting her. So I don't think she was getting all that money from Anthony. He is supporting her, Charmin. He is supporting her. Supporting Shayla means he's not there. But I could ask the chat and see what it is. Do you think that, let me ask a question. Do you think that Anthony is not supporting Shayla? Because that's not the case. One for yes and two for no. I don't think that's the case. Charmaine, I don't think that's the case. She gets money. The problem that she's having, Charmaine, is that she's not getting the amount of money she wants, which is two different things. But I think she's getting money.
Wait,
Wait, set up your room nice.
I got a week or two max here, baby.
Oh, man.
Plush pillows.
Yeah. That just really made me feel away. I'm glad you talked some sense into me too. 'Cause I was feeling bad about that. But you're right. Once you are at a certain level, it's hard to date another man that doesn't have that same
Right.
thing.
What level is Shayla at? This is a question. They are bottom feeders, Donna. I want to know what level is Shayla at. Because if you are dating people's husband, what level are you talking about? You're not at any level at all. You're just a concubine. You're just one of many women a man put in a particular place. But if you think that means that you're at a level, I don't know what it is. I don't know what is, because this is not this is not top brass behavior. Financially, he's supporting her, and she doesn't know how to spend the money. Don't do me. That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. He is supporting Shayla. Him do spend money on Shayla. The problem with Shayla is that Shayla wants something different. Only I don't think Anthony is supporting Shayla herself, but he gave her money for car. That's what I mean. So she has more than enough money to take care of the baby. The point yes, Anthony is supplying money for her to take care of the baby. No, I'm not gonna give her no money for go do whatever else she's trying to do. But I think he is giving her money to take care of the baby. But you're making it seem as though she's not getting anything. Anthony never even treated her like she's special. Exactly. Some don't know how she'll behave. It's like she top tier. None of these chicks are top tier, man.
Going on.
And you deserve it. Kai
Yeah.
deserves it. You
Kai
know,
definitely
like
deserves it.
it's a no-brainer. You know,
I already got him in this mess. I don't want to have him broke too. You know.
girl, you cannot be
Yeah.
crying in no Honda, sis. No way. We don't do that.
Well, now you know. Now you know that what Delicia is about. So take out anything on the dome and you don't realize now. Just realize it now. The bottom feeders are around. We have a new member to the Rooster Nation. There is a new member to the Rooster Nation, and I just have to make sure we play the Rooster anthem to welcome our newest member to Rooster Nation because we have to play the anthem just to welcome the newest member. The newest member to Rooster Nation. I have to welcome the newest member. Let me just play the anthem just one time for you, please.
When you see some chicken heads, get one at you like chicken heads. That hungry can't buy chicken legs. Chicken head.
The newest member to Rooster Nation is Delicia because Delicia has now become the new person as far as roosters are concerned. She's into the business. She's into the business of roostering. This is where we are at this point in time. Let's talk about this now. Let me see what you say. What happened with her job with Wayne? Wayne and Michelle. She had the job for a little bit right now, and that's what's going on. Rooster Nation getting bigger than ever. You understand? Simp Nation versus Rooster Nation. Delicia, welcome to Rooster Nation. Welcome, madam, to Rooster Nation. You are now a part of Rooster Nation. That is for sure. Can we have a newest member? For sure. Welcome to Rooster Nation because apparently you're in the same thing as well, to delusional. You understand? So they're about to quit the cousin with they're about to quit the cousin with Zachary, and when she finds out he's rich, she's going to go after him. Let's see. Let's see if that's what happens. Charmaine says, remember when she went with Elizabeth and was waiting for Anthony to deposit the money in her account. She was waiting for that to happen, but Anthony now give her them type of money for that. Anthony's giving her money for different things. I remember when she was doing that because Anthony does give her money. Charmaine, that is true. And the sad part, when she was with Anthony, she still didn't know how to get the money or the house he paid for, everything else. She didn't even know how to keep him. She didn't. So making it seem as though, may I tell you, there are a lot of Shaylas out there. They're very vain and they don't know much. And like I've said before, they would prefer the chicks I'm talking about. Let me just make it clear. It's not every woman because real woman know what real woman look like when they want to have a family and them interested in partnership and them interested in moving forward and them interested in supporting a man from point A to point B until the man get up to where he need to get up to and them keep taking her with her because nothing like a supportive woman to a man. When a woman really and truly support a man is always going to remember that. Because when Cetas is him coming from probably a low enough period and you've been there with him. So to him realize that you're in it, to actually help him as much as possible. But a woman like Shayla, any man that come around Shayla is going to find out what Shayla is about from scratch. Because when she start talking to you, it's about money. It's just about money. Again, these girls with no morals or respect for themselves, they do not know their own worth. That is true. They don't know their own worth at all. They don't. Where is Kai? In the house by himself? He was there. I saw when she was talking to him. Yes, that's a good question. Is Kai in the house by himself? This is a good question. Or maybe she drop him off for the baby mother. Is Kai in the house by himself? I want to think. One for yes, and two for no. Is Kai in the house by himself? Because we know she careless. He's a careless mother. We know he's a careless mother. I mean, put him beside the sister. Is that what it is? I'm trying to see if I can understand these. That sometimes they are delusional. Beatrice, these types are extremely delusional, but they're out there. They're out there. There's a lot of them out there. I'm telling you right now. You understand? There's a lot of them out there. They're out there. Anthony paid for everything besides giving 10,000 for her and 3,000 for Angelina. That's why Anthony doesn't want a joint account with Amber to will be aware. I think you're correct, Teresa. They have an arrangement. There is an arrangement between all of them. I think there's an arrangement. There's an arrangement going on. Whether or not you like it, them have an arrangement. That's exactly what Anthony means by keeping the peace. To me, Anthony means that there is an arrangement. Yeah, there's an arrangement. Somebody says, Petite, where you say Petite? Kai is a latchkey kid. Yes, that's right. That's exactly what he is. That's exactly what he is. That's exactly what he is. That's what I'm thinking. All right. Do you let's debate on it. Believe Shayla and Angelina have an arrangement with Anthony. There you go. This is what I believe that's going on. One for yes and two for no. This is what I think that's happening. I think they have an arrangement. Because if she was not getting enough money, Angelina would have started to ask for child support already. Tell me no one tell me, but that's what I think is going on. That's what I think is going on. Kai is probably trying to get out of the window. He's tired of shit on the chicken heads. It is sad, Carl, that Kai has to be born to parents like this, but they're out there. The people like Delicia and people like Shayla are out there. I'm telling y'all that this is what the modern type of woman has become. I don't know if you guys haven't listened to like Sarah Fontaine. Is it Fontaine? Whatever her name is. She used to be on these skits. If you listen to Sarah talk, Sarah is no different from a Shayla and she's no different from a Delicia. And that's Sarah talking in real life. She is no different. She is no different. She is no different. They are getting these monies. I think that there is an arrangement going on and they might get these monies. Anthony is stupid to be paying them for the secret that no longer is a secret. I think what he's doing is okay, it's the save face. He is paying for the child to not be a dead beat dad. If you watch him, they keep him in check, Jen Louis. There's a way that they keep Anthony in check. How they do this is by calling him a deadbeat father. So when they do that, they're able to try to pull that at his head every single time. That's what Amber is talking about when Amber says, I need to protect you from these two women because they're actually trying to see exactly they can get you out. That's what Amber means. So what they do is they find a way of getting into his head that him is a deadbeat father if him don't give them money. That's what they're doing. It's levels of manipulation. As much as him think him control the board. And that's why Amber was saying what she's saying. That's why Amber is saying what she's saying. See, Pink, where you say, it's sad that Shayla feels so entitled. She acts like she wants her son and have such a good life. But what is she doing to provide for him? Nothing. Which is why we were talking this morning. And I said that she's a bad mother. But every time we try and talk about Shayla, people give me what Anthony do and then give me what Amber does when we're talking about Shayla. This is what I'm talking about. Show me the provision Shayla has made for Kai. Shayla barely spends time with Kai because he's always somewhere else. So she don't put in time. Or she barely puts in time. She don't put in money because of course money comes from who? From Anthony. This is what is happening. So show me the part that you're actually doing any of those things. Evan Senior says Anthony just wants to be a father so bad that he will do anything to be one. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what's going on. So that's why I know that Anthony pay money. He will do anything. So in other words, if I have to pay $13,000 just so that him don't hear that he's not a father, he'll pay for that. Remember, it's Anthony coming from Chantel, Y'all are acting like gonna forget how Anthony behaved with Chantel. It's the same Anthony, That's the same Anthony. The deal is that Anthony just not giving her as much as she wants, but he is giving her money. Anthony is taking care of his responsibilities based on his lifestyle and his means of wealth. Yeah, man. Trust me. He might take care of things, man. People make it seem as if he's not doing that. It is. The arrangement is about to be rearranged when Amber puts her foot down about the child support. O'Neill, I'm hoping for this. Shayla needs to be thrown off her throne and get what she deserves. Delia, believe me, we're up on your side. Trust me. Trust me, we're up on your side. Charmaine, O'Neill TV, I'm 100% sure that money arrangement is no longer enforced. Even if you say the money arrangement is no longer enforced, She's still getting money from Ant. You know what? Let's check it out. Is Shayla? This is the question. Is Shayla getting any money from Anthony? Let me ask you that. Let me ask you if you believe that. One for yes and two for no. Let me ask you that if you don't believe that. Do you believe that Shayla is getting no money at all? You think Shayla not get no money at all from Anthony? You think Shayla could be getting no money from Anthony and he's going over there and talking to them that smooth? And them don't raise hell? So, yeah, anyway, if you say so, if y'all say so, if you don't think that Shayla not getting the money, me find out one hard to believe. And it's about to hit the fan because now Amber knows that Shayla took advantage of Anthony. Yes. Remember, I said that is coming in. Linda, thank you very much for bringing this up. Remember, said them no finding that up. By the way, somebody said they like this format. Guys, do you actually like this format? Like the whole idea of me doing the mini lives, and I try to post the comments and we talk about the comments. And is that okay with you guys? Let me know, because I'm trying different formats to be as interactive with people, so we can talk more. You know what I mean? So I can interact with the comments more than usual. Let's see. Jewel B. Jewel B will say yes. Shayla is getting money from Anthony. Apartment, bills paid, car note paid. Of course. This what me I say. The lifestyle is there. The deal is that she's not getting the same amount of money that she used to get, but she is getting money. She want to get more money. She want more access to more money. So that's the deal. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think I have for one more comment because, of course, it's almost done. Darkest way say, yes, Shayla gets money. She just got 15,000 2 weeks ago. Yeah, tell you though. Delicia is about to pimp her out some more. Delicia is starting to remind me of Hollywood because she's about to pimp out Shayla as well. But hey, guys, that comes to the end of our mini live. Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.